I'm DaniSurname and A-levels are hard. To commemorate the year 11s moving on to sixth form or college or wherever they're doing their A-levels, I thought I would do a vlog on 10 things I wish I'd known before I started my A-levels. But I'm going for a more general title, so here are 10 things that you should know before starting your A-levels. Number 1, really consider what you're going to take. You are going to be taking some of these subjects for the next 2 years of your life, and they will be in a hell of a lot of depth. You're going to be doing them almost every day. They're going to be leading into what you do for the rest of your life. Really sit down and consider which ones you want to do. A lot of people take subjects because they're going to lead into a career that they want to do, a career that pays well or looks good, and they hate those subjects. You will not get through A-levels taking subjects that you hate because of the career at the end. If you hate the subject, you're probably not going to love the career. But if you take subjects you love, you're going to end up in a career you love. I don't believe that life is short, but I believe that life is precious, and I believe that life is too precious not to do things that you love doing. Number 2, I'm going to tell you something that they don't tell you at the beginning of A-levels, and they really should. Now is the time that you've got to start taking responsibility for your own learning. You move through your A-levels and everybody around you expects you to be doing that. They expect you to be taking responsibility and they expect you to be growing up. And fair enough, yeah, we're getting older, but nobody ever sits you down and tells you that's what you've got to be doing. So I'm gonna. Now is the time that you have to start taking responsibility for your own learning. And I mean, you've got to do research, you've got to put in the hours, you've got to start putting in the passion. Maybe you think that you put in the work at GCSE, but A-levels, they're a hell of a lot harder. But I got a little secret for you. I believe in you. Number 3 is boring, but necessary. Get organised. Buy yourself a file, buy yourself Polly Pockets, buy yourself whatever you need to stay organised. They will give you a lot of handouts, there will be a lot of paper, and you are going to need to find those later. And a heads up, don't scrumple things and put them at the bottom of your bag when you leave a lesson. Actually take the time to sort things out and keep everything organised, because you're going to need something important for the following day. You're going to need it! So just put it in a place that you're going to be able to find. Number 4, also very boring. Develop your own system of note-taking. Remember what I said about taking responsibility? Notes are part of that. Don't just listen to what people are saying anymore. Start taking notes on everything. But the best way to do that is to develop a system that works for you, that is inherently yours. Something that's fast, something that you read well, something that you can cut all the functional words out and just have exactly what you need. Forget about your book being legible to anybody else. Forget about teachers reading your book. Your book is for your learning. Do whatever you want with it. Write however you want. Develop a system that works for you and something that you can do fast. Because the faster you do it, the more it's yours, the more likely you're going to keep going with it. And that is a godsend when you're trying to revise. Number 5, get to know your learning style. Everybody learns different, and everybody responds to revision in different ways. Everybody's wired differently. Do you learn best through audio, through visuals, through doing things? Do you learn best when you write things and put them on the wall? Do you learn best when you mutter things to yourself in a darkened alleyway? Whatever works for you, do it. Find your own learning style, and find your own revision style. You are different to everybody else. Don't follow somebody else's step-by-step revision plan, because it wasn't designed for your needs. In year 12, I found that one of the best ways for me to revise was to watch YouTube videos on biology subjects. And it worked so well. Everything became so clear because it was visual, it was audio. It was like I was being spoon-fed the information. It was perfect for me. Find the things that do that for you. Number 6, find a sense of self-discipline. I am so sorry, but there are going to be times when you're sitting there and you don't want to work. You just want to have fun. You just want to play. But you need to work. A-levels are hard and you have to put in the work for it, and there are times when you're gonna have to sacrifice the things you love doing to do work. There are times when you have to say, self, this work needs to be done and I need to do it now. And a quote that I've mentioned on this channel that I swear by: self-discipline is the difference between what you want now and what you want most. You have goals, be disciplined enough to go after them. And be disciplined enough to go after them now, not in 3 hours. Number 7. That being said, find what helps you relax. The people I see revising either don't revise at all, or revise all of the time! And neither of those options are healthy. What is really important about revision is that you take breaks. And from personal experience, finding the things that help you relax and that make you happy really, really help. it is really important to have those breaks. No human being can function doing 6 hours of work non-stop. You have to break it up. What I would say for the whole of A-levels is find a hobby. Find something that is entirely unrelated to the subjects that you do and do it. Something that just makes you happy. For me, that's photography and vlogging. It's something that's entirely unrelated to what I do. You need to have things that don't relate to what you do at school, because there will be days when you hate your subjects because they're so difficult to get through. A-levels are really hard and you need ways of letting off steam. I am so sorry, but my camera battery cut out again, and I am going to finish this vlog today. Because this is the third time I've tried to film it today, so we are going to do this together, we are going to get through it. Number 8. Start thinking about the future now. Start looking at university and apprenticeships and possibilities for what you could do after A-levels. I know it seems a really long way away if you're just starting now, but they come up really fast. The end of your A-levels looms really quickly and they expect you to know about universities faster than you probably will look at them. So have a look now, start figuring things out. One of the worst feelings in the world is coming into school and having everybody else talk about where they're thinking of going and you not having any idea where you want to go. I wish I'd looked for universities a lot quicker than I did. So start looking in year 12. You don't need to know where you're going. Just start looking, just start being aware of the things that you need to know. Just start building a portfolio of possibilities and ideas in your head. It will really help later on. Number 9. Do things outside of school. Not only will it help your well-being to leave the building, but it will really help your personal statement to do things outside of school. Do things that are going to relate to the career that you want to go into. Look for opportunities and go for them. Do things you love. Find personal statement fodder now. This was a thing I was talking about with a friend in school who said that she wished that she'd started doing things much earlier. She didn't realise how much you needed for a personal statement. And I was exactly the same in year 12. I was sitting there like, what the hell? I've never done anything with my life. And I did everything for my personal statement in 1 year. So spread it out over the 2 years. Do opportunities and go outside and do things. It will look great on your personal statement and you'll actually have a life outside of A-levels. And that is really, really necessary. Number 10. That was an easy hand gesture with one hand. This isn't technically to do with A-levels, but it's to do with the time of life that you're at when you start them. Be you for the next 2 years. Start figuring out who you is and just be you, okay? There are going to be people who try to push you around in the next 2 years, and there are going to be people who try to put you down. Don't let them. You be you stand up for what you believe in, and you start being the best possible version of yourself right now. Screw everyone else. Not in the sexual sense, unless you want to. But this is the beginning of the rest of your life. Now is the time when you really start finding yourself. Be confident in the person that you find. And good luck for the next 2 years. Good luck with every part of me. Good luck because it is hard. But it will prepare you for the future as I hope my A-levels have prepared me. Give me an ego boost, like the video, subscribe. I'll see you again soon.